In a world where hopium and common sense collide, starring the CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Welcome to Debate Crypto.
Question everything.
Trust nothing. It's your boy, BlockchainCrusader and CryptoKeeper. Here another day in Debate Crypto, baby. Let's go.
I can't even, dude. I'm not even gonna be able to do the stream like. Dude, is that one of those things that there's a dude that comes on TikTok that wears, what is his name? His name's like Dudley something or whatever. What the hell are those? Is that a motorcycle face shield?
No, dude, these are glasses.
No, they're not.
These are glasses, bro. These are glasses. I saw them the other day, and I was like, dude. Man, I was thinking about the RoboCop joke with you, and I was like, I gotta buy these, and I gotta get them for the stream. So I got them just for you, bro.
Dude. Oh, for all the stream. Yeah, you know what time it is. Hey, listen, just to let the stream know what's going on. So Miguel and I have had this little joke going on, but listen, when the market is pumping, when things are shining, we got suns out, guns out, baby. So we got the shades on and we got the tank top. So hey, that's what time it is. And Miguel thought that was pretty funny. So, dude, I got to give it to you. That is freaking hilarious. So I had no idea, as you know, until he just came live, what he was wearing. So let's have some fun tonight. You know what's going on. It's Debate Crypto. We are here to question the narrative, question everything, trust nothing. Let's get into it. So without further ado, first of all, smash the likes, guys. Join Danger Close Alpha. We're coming up on July 30th really quickly. That's going to happen faster than you know it. And as that comes up and as we get closer and closer to that, we're going to continue to talk more and more about it because we want you guys to be prepared. That's literally what we are doing. We've got some things going on in the background, teaming up. We've teamed up with Token Metrics on a couple things, which has been super dope. We've got some things happening that are really good for the channel, and they're going to be really good for you, the viewer, because it allows us to bring a little bit more of that alpha to the stream. So let's check out the markets real quick. You already know if I got the tank top on and the shades on, and Miguel's got his freaking his shades, if you want to, call them that. We things are looking good. But let me pull it up right quick. Sorry about that. There it is. And drum roll, please. Share my screen. Here it is. Okay. I didn't have it pulled up. The cryptocurrency market cap is at there's a T.
We're back.
We're back. 1.02 trillion with a T dollars. That's what I told you. Suns out, guns out. Let's get this pump going, baby. Let's go. We got Bitcoin up 6.66%. We better update that. We can't have it staying like that. We got to come on, Bitcoin. 6%. There we go.
That was an omen right there.
I'll take a little bit of a drop there, but 6%. We got ETH up 15.9. Bro, dude, my portfolio is so ETH heavy that being up 16%, I don't even have to look at the rest of the market. I can look at my portfolio and be like, ETH's pumping. ETH's pumping.
Look at it. It's 42% on the week.
I know. It's
42% on the week. At the month, I forgot what it was at the month. At the month it's a lot higher. Yeah, at month, it's at 54%, dude. It's been pumping.
It is rocking and rolling. Then running down the stream, obviously, you've got XRP up about 5%, Cardano up about 8%, Solana up almost 9%, Dogecoin up about 5.5%. And hold on, we got to touch one more. Number 11, which has risen up the charts, Polygon has been kicking you-know-what and taking names, up 70% this week. And it was a lot higher than that, actually. I'd actually had a little bit of a pullback.
64% on the month.
Yeah, it's insanity.
164%. Those are massive gains.
The question is, why? And so, Miguel, tell us what's on the podium tonight.
Dude, we've got the rally, right? We've got why are the inflation numbers causing this rally in the cryptocurrency? We've got Circle talking about stablecoin policies. And last but not least, and make sure you stay tuned to the end for this one, we've got outflows from Coinbase, very heavy right now compared to Binance that is not having heavy outflows. There's been rumors about, liquidity issues. Is Coinbase going to be the next one to bite the dust? I really hope it's not true. But we're just going to be covering some of the outflows coming out of Coinbase and why is that happening.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about it. Let's kick it off. Y'all know inflation has been hurting everyone on a daily basis. Let's talk about why inflation is actually finally doing a little something, and it might actually be something different than you're thinking. So crypto is rallying in the wake of inflation data. Here's why. In the days following the release of higher than expected inflation data, cryptocurrencies have bounced back while equities continue to trade sideways. Bitcoin and Ether rallied about 10% and 45% respectively. Since the latest consumer price index, that's the CPI, report was released Wednesday. The S&P 500 is up 0.7% over the past 5 trading days, and the tech-heavy NASDAQ lost 0.8%. Scroll down a little bit. I think the reason why crypto has been outperforming the downside is I think there's more stability in crypto markets right now, said Tom Pagler, CEO of Prime Trust. What I mean by that is with the things like Celsius bankruptcy news coming out and the news about Terra 2.0, there seems to be a path forward for restructuring, whereas the traditional markets are still a little concerned with what is going to happen in July. Wednesday's numbers paint an unfortunate picture for the U.S. Federal Reserve officials vying to curb inflation. In June, central bankers opted to raise interest rates 75 basis points, and analysts anticipate an equal or greater hike later this month, putting a definitive end to the pandemic era strategy. Crypto's rebound could also signal what's likely to come for digital assets going forward, Nano said. You know what, Miguel? We talked about this the other day. We talked about why inflation, and I actually don't even know if you were on the stream at this point. It was basically I was asking like, hey, why hasn't Bitcoin been what they say it's going to be, a hedge against inflation? And I think it was Gareth Soloway. I think, maybe not, don't quote me on that, but I think Gareth explained very simply that there's a difference with inflation as it relates to our as it relates to our goods and services versus the actual inflation of the dollar and the massive amount of printing that we've done. And so it's a really interesting thing to think about. Listen, is the crypto market, I'll ask you, Miguel, is the crypto market finding some traction, or is this all kind of just a little game of hopscotch we're playing here?
Yeah, man, I definitely think it could do something with the CPI numbers. I don't lean too much into that. I think it's just the fact that, you know, things cannot go down forever. There has to be some type of relief rally at some point. The bears cannot just have control full time, and that's what I think we're seeing here. I think we're seeing, and we've seen that with the TA, that some of the people have been coming on for around the charts on TA Thursdays, right? That we're experiencing this rally, and if Bitcoin continues to break above 22,000, the next target is 24, and if it can hold 24, the next target after that is about 28 to 30,000. But these are just short-term rallies. We are in a bear market. That doesn't mean that just because we're in a bear market, we're just going to go down forever. We will experience these upswings, but they're only going to be short-lived. They could be for a few weeks, and short-lived doesn't mean a day, 2 days, a few hours. It could be a few weeks, but that doesn't mean that's going to be sustainable like the bull run was in the last year. So we could have an experience to rally all the way up to 30,000, and people are going to think we're back, baby. That's it. It's over. Bull market all over again. We can still be in a bear market, guys, and then have a massive drop once again down to lower levels. So yeah, it's just one of those things that people need to get accustomed with. That market doesn't mean we're always just going to go down forever.
That's right. There's going to be ups, there's going to be ebbs, there's going to be flows. I want to touch something real quick. Williest says, hey, I want to rumble in the Discord. Do I have to submit my ETH address or no? Miguel, what's you need to do? Tell the people.
Dude, so once you win a rumble, right? Once you get automatically whitelisted, I whitelist you. Your name becomes purple. That's your designation to know that you have been on the whitelist. The minute that happens, you will see a channel appear for you magically, like voodoo magic, called the whitelist channel. That's the channel where you go in and you drop your address that you're going to get whitelisted. That's where we're collecting the addresses from, and we're going to be putting it into the smart contract to make sure that it is whitelisted for sure. So make sure you jump into there, look for the whitelist channel. You'll only be able to see if you are whitelisted if your name is in purple. You will be able to see it, and you'll be able to drop it in there.
Yeah, make sure you guys are in, and if you're not whitelisted yet, get yourself in there, get a couple rumbles in. They're fun.
We got 12 days.
They're interactive. Yeah, you got 12 days left before the free drop. Make sure you're in there like swimwear, because I'm telling you right now, you're going to regret it if you don't. The drop coming after the freebie, you need the freebie to get involved with. So it's kind of a big deal, right? So just get yourself involved. Let's get ourselves prepared. Let's move forward. Danger Close Alpha, dangerclosealpha.com. If you didn't know,
Now you
Now
know.
you
Let's
know.
talk.
And by the way, talking about
Yep.
Rumbles, I just activated a Rumble right now, guys. So if you have not got
During the
it whitelisted
stream?
yet, during the stream, dude, it happens sporadically at all times. You got to be ready. Once every time, anything can happen at any time. So you always got to be prepared. It is activated. Make sure you click the emoji. Make sure you get in there, and you win their next whitelist spot, man.
Heck yeah, let's get it. Well, let's speak about stablecoins here for a minute because Circle has something to say about regulatory stuff. And I'm interested to see what they've got to say. USDC issue Circle lays out its hopes for coming stablecoin policy. Okay.
Dude, do you think
Don-
Circle? Quick little interruption
Yeah,
here. But do you
yeah,
think Circle is probably like the Illuminati? Like what if this was their logo right here? Circle.
That's it. That's a thought. You know,
Circle.
I used to be the guy that would like be like, yeah, no, that's all fugazi, as you like to say. But there's so many things that happen now with nothing like there's too many quote unquote coincidences. I wouldn't put it past. You know what I mean? Also, they're called Circle, A Perfect Circle, which was a band back in the 90s, early 2000s. A Perfect Circle is actually a Wiccan idea. I'm not going to dive too deep into it, but it is also some sort of a otherworldly, satanic-esque type thing. That
I keep my circles small.
That's right. Keep my circle tight. Keep it closed. Dante Desparte. Oh, dude, the guy's name is Dante. What? Look at this. It's happening right before your eyes. Dante Desparte, the leader of Circle's government work, on July 18th, published a set of 19 principles for stablecoin regulation as part of the company's efforts to shape U.S. stablecoin policy. The principles are fairly familiar to those following the debate over stablecoin issuance, particularly the requests that the industry has been making. Privacy, continued issuance by non-banks, and coexistence alongside a potential central bank digital currency. Circle issues USDC, which has a total supply of $45 billion, making it the second largest stablecoin after Tether. Regarding the bank non-issuance, a sticking point in policy discussions, Desparte wrote, the preservation of bank and non-bank digital currency issuance promotes competition, a level playing field, and rules-based upgrades in the financial system. Bank-like risks should be addressed with scale-appropriate bank-grade levels, including asset liability management, operational and enterprise risk management considerations. So he goes on to testify. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Desparte had been involved in the committee handling government affairs for Facebook's unsuccessful DM, formerly known as Libra stablecoin project. And I think, I'm gonna kill it there. I think, Miguel, the problem that I find with any of these stablecoin companies is that it feels like they're all in some way or another just pushing for this CBDC. It doesn't feel like any of these want to truly be a decentralized asset to where we can all be our own bank and we can just pop everything onto a ledger and just do our own thing. I think they all are saying, hey, traditional finance, get over here. We're going to usher you in. We're going to let people feel good about the decentralization and the ideas that come forth as part of the crypto space. And then once we got everybody hooked, right? Once we got everybody hooked, then we're going to drop the bomb on them with the CBDCs. That's how it feels to me. I could be
100%.
wrong. Thoughts?
100%, dude. I 100% believe that Circle, the USDC will be the CBDC of the United States. I think they're connected. I think they have everybody that they need to make the right connections, and that there is the reason why they're calling for regulations, because it's going to help them. I think they are the chosen one. I don't think that the United States is going to recreate a whole nother CBDC when we've already got USDC there, exactly with the perfect name, right? United States dollar coin. So I just, it's too many coincidences. It's too perfect. And they have all the right people behind Circle to be in connect with the government and make sure that they become the new Federal Reserve, right? They become the digital Web3 version of the dollar, and they continue to work with the government, and they don't want decentralization. They don't want self-governance. They don't want self-custody. That's not their goal. If it was, trust me, there would be a lot. They would be the first ones to call for no regulations, because the regulations would crush them.
Yeah.
Regulations are gonna go after privacy. They're gonna go after self-custody. They're gonna go after all these people and all these companies that do this, because it takes power away from the banks. It takes power away from the government. It takes power away. And the biggest power that a government can have is controlling the money. You control the money, you control everybody. Everybody is a debt slave. You're a debt slave. I'm a debt slave. They're debt slaves. We are all debt slaves. And by being a debt slave, you are controlled by money. Whether they inflate it or they de-inflate it, one way or another, it affects you and they control you with that. And that's the ultimate power.
Yeah.
Money. Without money, you can't eat. You can't provide shelter. You can't do anything without money.
Yep.
And that grows your debt forever. And they don't want people, nobody wants to free the slaves, right? Nobody wants to be Abraham Lincoln of Web 3.0. Nobody wants to be Abraham Lincoln of the 21st century. You know why? Because Abraham Lincoln got shot in the head.
Oh,
Right? So nobody's gonna take a bullet
yeah.
again for these
Yeah.
for anybody. They're not gonna they're not going to free the slaves. All they did was expand slavery for everybody.
Yep.
That's all it is. Like, okay, we're not gonna enslave just one person or just one people because of color. We're gonna enslave them all. It's the rich versus the poor, right? And that's just how it is.
We're gonna put our finances. We're gonna put money up on a pedestal. We're gonna create a society that promotes spending, that promotes being the person that is the have versus the have-nots. And you promote it enough, and then you add social media to the mix, and now we all get to look at each other's highlight reels. Well, the problem with that is, guys, let me just tell you all, right? Life is tough. Right? Like, I've talked to Miguel recently about some stuff going on, in my personal life, right? That I'm not going to share on here, right? Like, life's tough. Like, stuff happens and you got stuff that you're going through and you're working through, But do you think I'm posting it on TikTok? No, I'm not, right? Why? Well, for me, it's not anything more than just privacy, right? Like, it doesn't need to be put out there. But the reality is most people are not going to share stuff like that because the whole idea behind it is to is to be like egocentric, is to show you how great I am, all the great things that I have going on.
All the highlight reels.
Yeah, exactly. The highlight reel. And guess what? It's okay to not be a highlight reel for your entire life. Like, it's literally okay. And if you step back and look at someone else and say, oh my gosh, I'd love to have their life. Just remember somebody like Robin Williams, who legitimately had everything as it relates to looking from the outside in. People loved him. He had money. He literally had a family that loved all of these things. Yet the man killed himself, right? So you don't know what people are going through. Just keep that in mind. These highlight reels, because of the what's the kind of putting money up on a pedestal is kind of what that's brought us into with the social media thing. And I just want to give you guys encouragement. It's okay to have a rough day. It's okay to go through some stuff, right? And I don't know. I'm just looking forward to hopefully being able to help more people go through some shit and then talk about it, right? There is a better way to get through stuff, and
just a quick little thing,
highlight reel.
Yeah, just one more thing before we jump into the Coinbase outflows that people need to stick around for, because it's going to be pretty important. If your stuff is still on centralized exchanges, you don't want to miss this information that's coming up. But the last thing I want to say about this and debt slaves and the putting money on a pedestal, if you've ever read the Bible, if you haven't, right, it is literally talked about how money and putting interest on borrowing money is one of the evilest things that you could do. How it manipulates people, and it literally creates this debt slavery system. Our entire world and government works on this system now. Debt slaves. Everyone is a debt slave. And it's literally one of the things that you're warned about when you talk about borrowing money. Don't borrow money on interest. Don't put interest on money that you're lending out to people, because it creates this system that we unfortunately are living through, and it's going to take a big change to get out of it. It's going to be very difficult. They're not going to go quietly into the night and give away all this power that they've created through this system. Yeah,
that's a fact. I hadn't thought about that, Miguel, but that's actually in the Bible. Like, that is biblical what you're saying. And again, you don't have to subscribe to everything that's written in the Bible to understand that, like, there's a lot of history there. There's a lot of proven history there. And that's a simple mathematic versus real life situation. And it does exactly what you're saying. We literally are slaves to the debts that we have. If we weren't, think about the amount of stress that would. Think about everybody on the stream. Drop a 1 into the chat if maybe one of your biggest stressors that you have on a regular basis has to do in some way or another with finances. I'm going to tell you this, even making one of the things that I realized as I started my businesses, listen, I don't think I've shared this, but I've shared in the past that, you know, my life was in just distress, right, with drugs and just absolutely lost, right? And I was delivering pizzas, I think 7 years ago. I was delivering pizzas, right? I now own 3 different businesses that are doing really well. One of them is this, right? We're growing. It's fantastic, thanks to you guys. And when I look at that, there is what am I trying to say here? I'm basically trying to say that life isn't always just freaking fantastic. It's okay to struggle. And I will say that, talking about money, as my life has gotten better and better financially, guess what also happens? You start to recognize that, hey, you know what? Even if you're being smart about your money, you start to recognize, well, you know what? I can go on a better vacation. It's not like we're going to struggle because of it. I can buy my wife this new vehicle because we're not going to struggle because of it. Then all of a sudden you buy this big house, you know, and all of a sudden you look around and you're like, wow, like I'm spending a shitload of money right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And,
go ahead.
and I'm just getting at that there will be, I didn't put myself in this position, and I won't, but there's a lot of people that there's millionaires out there that I promise you are freaking broke. I promise you there are millionaires living paycheck to paycheck. It's a fact.
Yeah, dude. The fact is that people don't realize that, oh, we got a channel sponsor here. Everybody make sure that you got more money in your ledgers than this little baby right here.
Stack your Bitcoin in your ledgers, because listen, you know what we're gonna do? We're actually gonna put that number out here pretty soon. I gotta chat with the wife about that, but we're gonna put the Bitcoin number that little Addie has, and y'all need to be stacking your sats, because she's doing it right starting off. Daddy taking care of you, baby? Say yeah. We've got a ledger code, by the way. I love you guys.
Yeah. So back to what I was saying about the problem you were talking about are people getting into debt, and I promise you we're gonna cut this off, and then we're gonna get into the Coinbase outflows.
Yeah.
But the last thing here is, it's not even about being smart. The system is designed to screw you, because if you think about it, a while ago, just a couple of years ago, you know, barely even a generation ago, credit cards did not exist. People had to save money to buy items, right? So you had one car, you had one house, and you bought whatever you needed for that house and your kids by saving money. You would not buy it unless if you didn't have the money saved up, you could not afford it. There was no way you can fugazi money out of air and buy it. But with the introduction of credit cards, with the introduction of credit, you don't have to save money. I don't need to save money. I got a $10,000 credit card. I just keep swiping. Oh, I maxed it out. Let me go apply for another credit card. Go swipe. I can buy everything I want today. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to save money because I got all this fugazi money coming. But that fugazi money comes with a chain attached to it, and then that's where you get your debt slave. Then you're stuck paying interest on that debt that you can never finish paying off. You're always paying the minimum payment on it, which is barely even a dent into the actual initial money that you owe. You're just paying the interest on it, so the actual money is never going down that you owe, and you're stuck paying these credit cards forever until eventually you do some type of bankruptcy or whatever, and they get you. And that's not even talking about student loans. That's just talking about credit cards. Student loans is a whole nother topic on how they get you into a debt slave before you even get into the workforce. So the system is designed to get you. So you have to be extremely intelligent and vigilant from a very, very young age. Because it's not like, oh, when I'm an adult, I'll figure it out when I'm in my 30s or 40s. No. It's 18 years old. You got to be figuring this stuff out. You better hope you have a parent that has figured it out before you and can guide you through it. Because if not, they'll get you at 18 and you're done for the rest of your life. It's going to be very hard to dig your way out of that system.
That's a fact. And crypto is one of the ways that you're able to possibly do that and dig yourself out. We're going to take a quick break. Going to show you some token metrics real quick. This little spot here is brought to you by our partner Token Metrics. One of the things that Token Metrics does, Miguel, that we've talked about a lot, is they've got the indices. And this indice right here, we've got it on the daily right now. This is the time horizon. Basically, with the machine learning that Token Metrics does, it uses AI learning. Okay, it takes all of the emotions out of the crypto game, because emotion does not generally do you well, right? So this is on all exchanges. What I have pulled up right here. This says with all exchanges, these are the amount of assets of the 100% that they have right now for today of the allocation that has worked out to the positive for them. So they've got USDC at 16.67, Tether at 16.67. So they've got a nice chunk of it, a third of it in stable coins, right? Then they've got the tokenized exchange. I don't even know what that one is. GMX, Quant, Binance USD, another stable coin, Ad Shares, and Chronotech. And one of the cool things
I think the tokenized exchanges are like exchange tokens.
Oh, just full on, just exchange tokens as
I would assume so. I could be
almost
wrong.
like an ETF of exchange tokens. Yeah, that might be. I'll have to look at that. But what we want to throw out there for you guys is that we've partnered up with Token Metrics. If you guys are looking, listen, we always talk about do your own research. We'll get into more of this some other time, but there is a tab up here that's called research, and it literally does deep dives into NFT projects, new projects. The reality is we tell you to do your own research, but you don't know where to do it. Right. So this is an opportunity for you to do this somewhere and actually have not only a big team that's looking stuff up for you in terms of the research, but then you've got the AI doing the machine learning, helping you with a portfolio. So
building a portfolio, building up your knowledge of research of what to do is an immense tool that can help you facilitate research and knowledge very quickly at a short period of time. So definitely check it out. Check out the code. It helps the channel, support us, and at the same time, it's helping you guys get smarter every single day.
Yeah, for sure. And then we also forgot to shout out Candle Mafia. We've probably got some Candle Mafia in the house. If you guys aren't watching Frankie Candles before over on BitBoy Crypto's channel from 5:45 to 7:30, what you doing? You need to get your TA love over there. Make sure you do that. All right, let's finish it off with Coinbase. $248 million stablecoins flows out of Coinbase amid rumors of liquidity problems. Okay.
Yeah, just jump right into that Coinbase outflow paragraph. That's all the information we need right there.
On July 15th, around 50% of stablecoins on Coinbase Pro left the exchange. 50%, folks. According to on-chain data from Crypto Quant, the total value came to approximately $248 million. The percentage stablecoin outflow was significantly higher on this exchange than other exchanges such as Binance. Only around 1% of stablecoin reserves left Binance over the same period, but the tokens had a similar value at just under $300 million. At rumors of a crisis in this exchange, several industry professionals have called out those suggesting the exchange is in trouble. Kraken's Dan Held tweeted, while the developer responsible for the Coinbase affiliate program, NJ whatever, confirmed that the program's removal was not a warning sign. Miguel, what is this telling us? I don't know whether to look at this and say, listen, this is nothing more than FUD as it always freaking is, or is there, or do I need to be taking the little bit of capital that I still have on Coinbase to play with out?
First, I just want to say that's immense shout out to Crypto Zombie. I saw this on his channel, so definitely props to him. If you're not following Crypto Zombie, go shoot him a follow. But yes, I mean, this article is very important, right? We're seeing insolvency in Celsius, in Voyager, in VOD, and all these other platforms, right? Coinbase is one of the longest living exchanges around. I don't want to see Coinbase go down. Coinbase is not my favorite nonetheless, but it is one of the most noob-friendly, beginner-friendly
it is
on-ramps, right? And if we see Coinbase go down, completely insolvent and bankrupt or whatever, that's going to be very, very bad for the crypto market. It's going to make people not trust cryptocurrencies at all. Like, what are you going to be left with? Crypto.com, Binance.us, right? They're awesome, but Coinbase has that branding and representation of crypto. That's where I start off, is Coinbase. That's what everybody in crypto talks about. So the fact that they're pulling so much stable coins off of this could just be, fear of people because of the insolvency issue. But I brought this up not because I want to spread fear, but I want to spread awareness of the importance of self-custody, self-custodial of your own crypto, being your own bank. Do not leave your cryptocurrency on these exchanges, guys. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter that it's Coinbase. Coinbase can fall. Coinbase is not permanent. Coinbase is not like impossible. It could fall. We don't want that to happen, but it can be a reality. And it's very important for people to always remember, crypto is about being your own bank. Don't give the power up. Crypto has blessed us with the power of being our own banks. Don't give it back up for the convenience factor that, the exchange will take care of it. Another platform will hold it for me. They'll keep it safer than I will. Nobody's going to keep your money safer than you. It's your money. You've worked for it. You've broken your back for it. It's your money. You know what that really means to you. Only you know that. Yep. Nobody knows if $4,000 or $10,000 or all the dollars that you have or not, and how much that means to you and your family. So nobody's going to protect it more than you. There's plenty of cold storage, ledger. We talked about it earlier in the show, right? Put your money on cold storage. Do not keep your money on these exchanges. It's never safe on exchanges, no matter how false, there's this false narrative that it is safe on there, that it'll be okay, that they're never, it's not safe.
And at the end of the day, again, this is just like with Danger Close Alpha. If we're wrong, we're trying to help you be prepared, and you've been extra diligent on the front end to protect yourself. That's what we're doing with Danger Close Alpha too. We're trying to say, hey, listen, we're not peddling fear. We want you guys to be able to live in harmony with nature and the government and all of these great things. But the facts are that there is trouble brewing, and you should at least understand that it's there and be prepared for it. It's the same exact thing in crypto. You're in crypto preparing for the fall of the dollar. You're in Danger Close Alpha preparing for some sort of a fallout, right? Same thing with the hardware wallet, right? The Lehman Brothers went down. I don't even know how many hundreds of billions of dollars that was worth. Or even, I don't even know if that was up into a trillion, but it was a massive amount of money. So don't think Coinbase can't either. I'm not saying that they will. I'm just saying get prepared. So crypto fam, listen, we freaking love you guys. We appreciate you. There is a million different places you guys could be, but you're here on a Monday night kicking it, Magic Money Monday with Debate Crypto. So we appreciate that. You just need to remember, question everything,
trust nothing,
and until next time, hodl
like it's hot.
We'll see you soon.